Hi everyone, this is Allison Lee, and this session is the orientation session, so this is only if you missed our first day of class. A little introduction about myself. I graduated from Kennesaw State University a very long time ago and got my undergraduate degree actually in accounting. Worked as a CPA for 10 years and then wanted to pursue my passion of education and got my master's in education from UGA. I taught 10 years in Gwinnett County School System, and then I've been here at GCA. This is my 7th year now. I'm certified in both math and business education. I've been married 8 years to Randy, and between us we have 5 children and 6 grandchildren. Our youngest grandchild is 5 and our oldest is 13. And this is our youngest child. Kevin is at Toccoa Falls University and will finally graduate this year, so I'm excited about that. I have lots of hobbies. I love the outdoors. I play golf. That's me playing golf. My husband and I both are certified scuba divers. We play tennis. We like to golf a lot, and I love to travel. This is a picture of when we went to Switzerland. That's one thing I love about GCA is I can teach from anywhere, and so my husband had a business trip to Switzerland and I actually was able to go with him and teach from Switzerland. Our calendar is located in the OHS, and I'll show you that in just a minute, but if you print out a printed version, always double check the live version. Sometimes we have to make changes, so there is a live version in the course. Also, this year, new change. If you were here last year, we had IAs. We're still going to have IAs. We're going to have one in the middle of the semester and one at the end, our exam. They are going to be live, including the pretest next week. So you will go into your CC session. I will put you in a breakout room and you will turn on your video camera. So make sure that your camera is working and that you are able to do the test live during class. For this class, a calculator is not mandatory but highly recommended. You will have an EOC for this course at the end of the year in May, which covers both semesters. You are allowed to bring your own calculator. This one, the TI-30XS Multiview, is one we will demonstrate in class. You can get it. This is just a general price. Your Walmart may be a little different, but it's not very expensive. But a scientific calculator is recommended because you do need these sine, cosine, and tangent buttons, which a regular one does not have. If you already have a graphing calculator that you use, they are allowed on the EOC. So if you already have one and you know how to use it, feel free to keep using that one, but you don't have to go out and buy a graphing. It's very expensive and not needed for geometry. Okay, so make sure you know how to navigate in your OHS. Check your course announcements and emails daily. We are a virtual school and we communicate via the announcements and emails, so make sure that you're checking those. If you open your home page of your OHS, you will see the class announcements right here in the middle. You can click there and it'll actually expand so that you can see all the announcements. Each week I will have the short version, the weekly version of the calendar showing for you as well. If you are not able to come to a session, all of the sessions are recorded. They are housed in the calendar. So if you click on your content and then look under the table of contents, you'll see class, calendar, and recordings. Under that, you will see here's a printable version. You can click on that and it's a PDF file. And then you will see the live calendar. You can scroll through. The whole semester is actually there, but keep in mind I may have to make changes here and there depending on the schedule and things that happen that we aren't aware of. Also, if you go to this course materials, you will see information like teacher contact. You will see my learner conference link there under teacher contact, and our syllabus is all loaded under this course material. So then again, just showing you under course materials, you'll hit content and then course materials under the table of contents. And then notice here is the syllabus if you'd like to take a look at that. Here is my teacher contact information. We'll be adding this learning target sheet for some review for the EOC. There is a module in that same content. Most all of your things are going to be under this content tab. There is a Start Here module. For now, that's all you can see, the Start Here module. In there is an orientation quiz. After you finish this session, you should have all the answers to this quiz. You do need to make 100 on the quiz to move forward. So if you have any questions about some of the right answers, please feel free to reach out to me. But I do want you can take it multiple times. So if you don't pass it the first time, take it again. And the instructional cycle 1 will not open until you have 100 on this and you've completed your pre-test. Also here is a little course introduction, shows you how to take tests using the software and a little information about how the course is set up, so please do that. Also is the readiness checkpoint. That's not really a pre-test. The readiness checkpoint is simply a place where you are taking it directs what you see in the course. So you're going to get 100 for completing it. So don't worry about the course or the score that you make on there. Just take it. And like I said, it kind of directs how much information you see in the course. If you need a little more explanation, then it will guide you to that as well. The pre-test is also under here. Even though that is located in USA Test Prep, we will again take the pre-test live next week. So be on the lookout in your Class Connect sessions for that. All right, the other tab, let me go back here real quick. All right, here's your grades tab. So the content and the grades. The grades are an important place where you can know your grade at any time in the course. Click on there, there's your grade. No need to email me or ask your learning coach what your grade is. You have access to that, and it is updated frequently. As soon as you take a quiz or a test, the grade is populated. The only thing that is not populated automatically are some of this extended coursework and the USA Test Prep. I manually put those grades in each Friday. So this is the breakdown of the grade book. Right now, we have a little work to do in the grade book, so you don't see all these sections yet, but you will shortly. Important change from last year. Last year, if you were with us at GCA, we ended up changing zeros to 50s. That was a policy we had that has been terminated. Okay, so now if you earn a 0, if you do not do an assignment that Friday, the 0 will be placed in the gradebook and it will remain until you complete the work. So it doesn't have to stay there. The idea is to make sure that you complete all of your assignments. So in your grades tab, you will see all the assignments and you will see the score for that assignment. On Friday, if we have assigned a quiz and you haven't done it, you will see me place a 0. This will show you your average. Right now, there's no averages in there unless you've done the orientation quiz. Also, the test, I'll say this again later because it's very important, the test will not even appear for you until you have a 60 on all of the quizzes. So you look for the quizzes in that unit, like here's a Unit 1 quiz. You need to have at least a 60. So if you didn't make a 60, you need to go back and retake it. Okay, geometry can be a challenging course. A lot of students struggle with math, but it doesn't have to be. It's like a sport. You need to practice it daily and make sure that you are keeping up with your assignments. That's one of the best ways to be successful, is to keep up with the assignments. Now, you don't just come to class and take a quiz. The OHS has lots of tools for you to be successful. So if you open up one of the modules, I just opened up in instructional cycle 1. You'll be able to see this after the pretest. You'll see our first lesson, 1.02. Under that lesson, you'll see a Get Ready. The Get Ready session has a quiz, not a quiz, I'm sorry, a video, short video for you, an introduction to the course, and then the Learn is where all the notes are and the examples. So make sure that you are looking at the Learn of each section. You will also see here is the practice. There are practice questions for you to go into that to practice before you take the quiz, and it will grade it for you and show you the answer. Okay, so very important. That is how you practice before you take the quiz. Then you'll see the assessment. The assessment is where your quiz is located. You do need to make a 60 on that at least before you move on. I recommend trying to make 100 on each of those quizzes. So when you click over here, it will open it up. Make sure that you are reviewing all of that information prior to coming to class. So your quizzes, I would recommend trying to review that OHS material and even attempt the quiz once before you come to class. That will help you to prepare, help you to see what you're having trouble with. You get 2 attempts automatically for each quiz. It's set for 2 attempts. So the 3rd attempt you're going to have to earn either by coming to a small group session or a learner conference session. So some of my small groups I will have quiz help, and I will open up another attempt for you. But make sure you are looking at what you missed. You can click on those quizzes and see what you missed and the correct answer. There are 3 versions of each quiz, so when you retake it, you get a slightly different quiz, but it's the same information. So make sure you understand how to work the problems that you missed before you retake it. The test, remember, they will not appear unless you have a 60 on each of the quizzes in the unit. These are preparing you for the test, so you really don't want to take the test. You're not prepared if you haven't earned a 60 at least on all of the quizzes. I will allow 1 retest on each test after you have a learner conference. There are many, many resources to help you pass geometry. I am one of your first resources. The OHS, make sure that you are going through the Get Ready, the Learn, and the Practice modules. It includes very short videos, practice problems. At the beginning of each unit in your content, you will see additional resources where I've put some other videos. Khan Academy, if you've never used that, is a great resource as well. I'm also adding short examples of each quiz. So if you click on a quiz, you'll see there's a short YouTube video that I've created that gives you a sample of each question. They're usually under, they're anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes at the most, showing you how to work that quiz. So definitely use all the resources available to you. If you were here last year, we have done some changes this year to help students. All of our changes have been done to help students succeed. Our engagement plan means that if you see a required session, you have to attend that session. Failure to attend could result in withdrawing you from school. Make sure if you have an excused absence that you notify your FSL and myself so that you will not be withdrawn. We want you to be successful, and coming to class is part of that. So many live sessions. You'll have whole group sessions are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:30 to 11. Small groups, you'll see those on your schedule either Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday morning. These are my open office hour sessions. You will see those starting the week of the 27th on the calendar. So I will have open office for you to kind of pop in, kind of like the Raise Your Grade session we had last year. They were optional. If you need help, please come to one of those sessions. The learner conferences are available. I do have a sign up. The sign up is located under the course materials teacher contact. You'll see a sign up time for those as well. Please don't hesitate to call me or email me if you have any questions. I want you to be successful in geometry. These are some of those ways that you can be successful. Have a growth mindset. Here's the difference in the two. Make sure you're doing your work every single day. Ask questions. So let me know. Have a great year.